set. Oh. Layout's not quite ready. Right, there we go. Oh dear. Evening, everyone. Or everyone. I'll let everyone get logged on. Let me do the same. Right, let's have a look. Right, let's just get a few of you on. I've just got a little bit more setting up to do, so I'll make sure the streams are all working. Yeah, YouTube's there, Facebook is there. We'll see it all on YouTube. Just make a little adjustment here. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, right, there's a few of you coming on. So I hope some of you have managed to get out for a game of golf this weekend. It has been fantastic weather once again, and just great to be able to get out. Oops. Go right, just a couple of tweaks on here. Oh, there's a few more coming on. Okay, and just adjust this one. Okay. So again, today is just going to be the same as yesterday, where I'm going to start reading the scores from the bottom of the Constellation Cup, moving up to the leaders there. And then we'll go from the bottom of the main event and working up to the leaders there. So what we'll do is, once we read through the Constellation Cup event, we will do the prizes there as well. So there's 3 prizes in the Constellation Cup. First prize is, you can either choose, it's either a Calvin Klein kind of mid-layer or a Sunderland one. We then have second prize, which is a Calvin Klein t-shirt, and third prize that's a sleeve of Pro V1s. If there's any ties, then we will sort the ties out by doing a spin of the wheel with those involved, and the person out will be the winner. If there's multiple people, the first person out will get the highest stroke best prize, and so on, working down. Right, there we go, we're getting there now. We'll just give it another maybe 20 seconds and then we shall be going. Then, like I say again, we'll go through the main event, do the same thing. We then have our low score of the day, high score of the day, longest drive, nearest pin, and then I've got 3 random prizes also at the end, which everybody will be involved with. Right, okay, so I've had a mega, so I'm hoping some of you guys have managed out for a game of golf this weekend. I have been flat out all weekend just trying to get things ready at Noah's Ark for reopening the driving range tomorrow. So I'm actually just in the door, and then going to have a really early one tomorrow morning just to get the final things done. But really looking forward to getting opened up again. And as such, no beer tonight. I'm actually on water because I'm knackered after running about all day. Right. Okay, so Constellation Cup. We are going to move down to the bottom of the Constellation Cup and we are going to get started. Out there, yeah, a bit burny out there again, I think, for a few. So, very bottom, we have got Frank Geddes last times winner. Remember, there is a prize for the very last place player wins a 4-ball voucher on the simulator at the Bunker Golf Lounge and Bar in Perth. Okay, so first up, we have got Virtual Golf 2 winner, Frank Geddes, now sitting at the very, very, very bottom of the table. So let's see how Frank could do in round number 4. Oh, 80. He's certainly in for a chance. That's 83, 83, 81 and 80 for a 39 over par. Next up is Pickle, who was second in last tournament. So the first and second are last and second last at the moment. 81, 83, 82. Ooh, and an 80 also for 38 over par. Next up, everything's recoverable. 83, 81, 80.
82.
Ooh, and an 82. Some high scores coming out early at the bottom of the field. These players are obviously just ready to get up the road and get home. Next up is Hugh Jars. 82, 79, 80. And
72.
a level par 72 in round number 4 for 25 over par. Leslie Fenton is next. 83, 76, 78.
77.
And a 77, 5 over in round 4 for 26 over. Next we've got Colin Monroe, 79, 83, 75. Oh,
64.
64, if only that had come earlier in the week. That moves to 13 over par. Next up we've got Stuart Brown, 80, 83, 74.
72.
And a 72 level par in round number 4 for 21 over. Ali B is next. 78, 76, 82.
65.
Signs off with a 7 under par, 65 for 13 over. Next we have Mai Ling. 79, 75, 82.
68.
And a 68, 4 under par in the 4th round for 16 over par. Next up we've got Harry Hosel, 77, 81, 78.
81.
Ooh, and an 81, 9 over par for 29 over par. Del Boy is next, 79, 75, 81. Ooh,
83.
And an 83, highest score of the day, but in with a chance to win a sleeve of Pro V1s. Happy Gilmore is next, 80, 75 and 80.
71.
Finishes it off with a 1 under par, 71 for 18 over par. Big Blue G is next, 79, 74, 81. Ooh,
81.
And another 81. The bottom end of the field are all keeping the high scores going for the week here. Athol Davidson is next, 80, and then a pair of 77s.
71.
Shoots a 1 under par, 71, round number 4 for 17 over. Next up we've got KJ, 79, 80, 75.
82.
And an 82, 10 over in the last round and now 28 over to finish the tournament. Boo is next, 81, 71, 81.
79.
And a 79-7 over par in the last round and finishes at 24 over. Next up we have got Norfolk and Chance, 79, 74 and 80. Oh, a
64.
cracking 64. Doesn't help you much now at this point, but you have moved to 9 over par, and I can say it, the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up we've got Lock Star, 75, 83, 75.
75.
And another 75, 3 over par and 20 over for the tournament. MBM Eagle Machine. There's not been many Eagles this week for MBM. Come on, Mark. 80, 74, 78. Let's see if he gets any Eagles in the last round.
82.
Oh no, 82. Worst score of the week, 10 over par and 26 over par for the tournament. Next up it is Leeds, 70, 79, 81.
77.
And a 5 over par, 77 for 19 over. Next up we have got Jeff Linton, 81, 70, 79.
80.
And an 8 over par 80 to sign off at 22 over. Let me just check my thing. My phone's in a wobbly. I just want to make sure the stream is still going. Oh no, it's fine there. And it's fine there. Okay. It's this phone, obviously. Okay, so next up we have got Terrific, 74, 73, 82. And in round number 4,
65.
oh, a 65, 7 under par. What a fantastic score in the last round to move to 6 over for the tournament. Let me see if I can get back into this. Andy, it is certainly tough conditions out there, I think, now. Severiano Baladiego is next, 82, 72, 75. Oh, and a 73. There's nobody burning it up yet today. I'm actually just going to quickly run and grab a charger for that phone, just so I don't lose that stream. Back in a second. Sorry about that. Just plug that in there. You know what? I'm going to plug it in. Let's plug it into this machine. That's going to do my head in. Let's just go in this way. Right. Okay. Right. Right. That's me back to normal now. Sorry about that. Okay. So Tin Cup Hilly is next. 83, 64, 81, and in round number 4.
75.
75 for Tin Cup Hilly in the final round. 3 over par today and moves to 15 over par for the tournament. Next up we've got Nick Finlay, 81, 75, 72.
68.
And a 68, 4 under par in the final round and 8 over par for the tournament. Ross Mingus is up next, 83, 77, 68.
75.
3 over par, 75. Just nobody setting on fire at all here. Deckers is next, 70, 76, 81.
66.
And a cracking 66 in round number 4 to move to 5 over par. Bernhard Lager is next, 80, 72, 75.
70.
And finishes with a 2 under par 70 for 9 over par. Boom Boom BD is next, 75, 74, 77.
69.
And a 69, 3 under par in the last round and finishes 7 over par. Raimondo's Head is next, 83, 70, 73. Whoa, look at that.
64.
64, 8 under par, moves to 2 over par for the tournament. Okay, we're at player number 43 now, Christopher Ray, 79, 76, 71.
66.
And a cracking 6 under par, 66 in the last round, and 4 over par to finish. One putt wid is next, 82, 74 and 70.
73.
Oh, and a 73, almost makes a 66, but had a bit of a disaster on the last 5 holes. Hobbs is next, 74, 80 and 71. And
73.
finishes with 1 over par, 71, and finishes 10 over for the tournament. We've got James Sibright up next, 79, 81, 65.
83.
Oh, and an 83, worst score of the day, finishes on 20 over, but is in the draw for a sleeve of Pro V1s. Next, we've got head to head with Raimondo. 66 out for a flying start, then an 82 and a 76 came tumbling down the field.
82.
And tumbles even further with a 10 over par, 82 in the last round, and finishes at 18 over par. The Gibster is next, 83, 69, 72.
72.
And a level par, 72 in the last round. It's a level par, 72, and stays at 8 over par to finish. Dave G, 2610 is up next, 80, 73, 71. Can he get a low one to finish?
70.
2 under par, not bad, but it's not going to move you close to the prizes there. 6 over par for the tournament. Graham S is next, 75, 72, 76. Let's see, we're needing a 63, not had one yet.
72.
72, level par, and stays at 7 over par to finish the tournament. Mashed Potato is next, 80, 68 and 75.
72.
Another level par, 72, to also finish the tournament at 7 over. Piper Boy is next, 82, 67, 74.
67.
A cracking 67, 5 under par, but so nearly a 9 under par, 63. But finishes now at 2 over par for the tournament. Ronnie, range manager, is next, 75, 77 and 70. Oh,
83.
Ronnie, where has your form gone? Ronnie in the first tournament led from first round, second round, third round, and overall third, and then has lost at 17 over par, Ronnie. You're needing to get practicing. Jed McClay is next, 75, 77, 70.
69.
And a 3 under par, 69, to sign off at 3 over par. Willie Boy 22, the second, is up next, 82, 73, 67.
74.
And a 74, 2 over par in the last round to finish at 8 over par. 5 off the tee is next, 77, 82, then a fantastic 63 yesterday, and in round number 4, 67, 5 under par, and moves to 1 over par for the tournament. Michelle Kettles is next, 77, 69, 75.
69.
And another 69, 3 under par, and finishes at 2 over for the tournament. Fat Taxi Driver is next, 70, 81 and 70.
75.
And a 75 to finish, 3 over par, and finishes 8 over par for the tournament. Okay, next up we have got Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was 77, no we haven't got Eartha Kitt, we've got Robbo, 77, 74 and 70. Robbo, what can you do?
72.
Level par, 72, finishes at 5 over par. Now it's Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt, 73, 73, 74.
70.
And a 2 under par, 70 in the final round to finish at 2 over par for the tournament. We're into the top 25 now. Dean Fairway is next, 80, 67, 73. Oh, and
65.
a fantastic 65, 7 under par in round number 4. pop that in there and finishes at 3 under par for the tournament and the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up, we have got Dino 147, 74, 75, 71.
66.
And a cracking 66 in the last round to finish at 2 under par for the tournament. Next, we've got Robbo. So it's Graham Robertson, Robbo. Let's see, Graham. 78, 72 and 70.
69.
And a pretty solid 69 in round number 4 to finish at 1 over par for the tournament. Mike C is next. 80, 73 and 67. In round number 4.
63.
That's our first 63 of the day. 9 under par. Lowest score of the day in the draw for the sleeve of Pro V1s. And 5 under par for the tournament. And the new leader in the clubhouse. Ben Dover is next. 73, 81 and 66. Oh no.
80.
Oh no. 8 over par. 80. Final round. 12 over par. Finished the tournament. Clubhouse leader is next now. I attempted fate yesterday to say he wouldn't have ever been clubhouse leader, and he shot 63 and was the clubhouse leader. So clubhouse leader 74, 83, 63, and in the final round
66.
a 66 for clubhouse leader, and 2 under par is 1 shot behind the clubhouse leader. Next up, we've got Fergie 32, 73, 78, 68.
73.
And a 73, 1 over par in the 4th round, and finishes the tournament at 4 over par. Now into the last 18 players now. Lovely Duck Wife. This is the Constellation Cup before the main event. Lovely Duck Wife. 70, 76, 72.
66.
And a 66, 6 under par and 4 under par. And now second place in this tournament. So Croc 90 is up next. 66, 80 and 71.
82.
82, 10 over par and out to 11 over for the tournament. Putting well today, Cammy. Well, let's see if there's a 63 on the cards for you when it comes up. Coco 20 is next, or as the computer said, CO20. 83, 63, 71.
78.
Signs off with a 78, 6 over par for 7 over for the tournament. Old Tom is next. 64, 83 and 70.
66.
And a cracking 66 in round number 4 for 5 under par. Steve Rose is up next. 72, 82 and in a fantastic 63 yesterday, and finishes with... Oh,
75.
a 75, Steve. I thought you were in for 64, but not to be. Finishes at 4 over par for the tournament. Nick Harris is next. 75, 71 and 70. Oh,
78.
78. There's good chances here to jump right up the leaderboard, but no, fell back down to 6 over. Next up is the Bawshank Redemption. 79, 68 and 69.
69.
Oh, right on the mark, but the computer says 69. 3 under for the tournament, but that 63 would have leapt you to the top of the leaderboard. Finished at 3 under par. Kev Driller Duncan is next. 11 players to go. 73, 79, 64.
81.
81 blows 9 over par today and 9 over for the tournament. Hi, maybe the next lockdown round. There better not be a next lockdown, please. San Miguel Jimenez, 72, 79, 64.
79.
And another 79, 7 over par and 6 over par for the tournament. Ronnie's Misses is next. 74, 77, then a fantastic 64 yesterday, and signs off with
78.
78, 6 over par. We really were needing a low one there to leap up that leaderboard. Last 8 players now. John Amell, 72, 74 and 68. If someone puts a low one in here,
69.
69, John Amell, so nearly a 63, 5 under par now for the tournament. Gregors is next. 63, 83, 67. Gregors, let's see what you can do in the last round.
76.
Oh, no, 76, 4 over par, and drops back to 1 over for the tournament. Last 6 players now. Kells is up next. 72, 75, 66.
75.
75, 3 over par, and drops back to level par. There's no low scoring. The nerves are obviously getting to the players here. Now, last 5 players. Catty is next. 83, 67, 63.
75.
75 again, so nearly a 64, but that's 3 over, drops back to level par for the tournament. 4 players to go. Sevi Miguel Olazabal is up next. 66, 81, 65. Oh, and a 63, 9 under par in the final round, leaps into the lead at 13 under par. That is going to be tough to beat. Par, then bar is next. 80, 68, 63. Oh,
67.
and a 67. Fantastic round. 10 under par for the tournament. That's our first and second leaders at the moment. 2 players to go. Smiley Chris, 77, 69, 64. Oh,
79.
no, 79, 7 over par in the final round, drops back to 1 over par. Now, Rat Bag, final player, leader going into the last round. 80, 66, 63, and what can he do to finish? He shot 63 again, back-to-back 63s for Rat Bag, pulls it out the bag, 16 under par, and we know that is the winner of the Constellation Cup. What a weekend play by Rat Bag. He's been a busy boy this weekend. Right, let's have a little shuffle here of these scores. Absolutely fantastic finish. Let's go to data, sort by column H, low to high. That's my daughter laughing at me.
Did you say rat bag?
Rat Bag, that's his name, he just won. Rat Bag won. Do you like that name?
It's amazing.
Okay, let's have a little look at this leaderboard. Well, it's a clear cut, there's no need for a playoff. Let me just bring this up on here to let you all see. Let's go to 200. Oh, that's the main event. Constellation Cup. There it is. We have in first place at 16 under par, we've got Rat Bag, winner of the Constellation Cup. Next up, we have got Sevi Miguel Olazabal at 13 under par. So Rat Bag wins, either it's a Calvin Klein or a Sunderland middle or top. Sevi Miguel Olazabal wins a Calvin Klein t-shirt, and then we've got par, then bar, wins a sleeve of Pro V1s. Well done, everybody there. Okay, now we are moving on to the main event. Again, we're going to start at the bottom. The lowest and highest scores, we're going to do that at the end, because that involves absolutely everybody. Okay. Oh, that's good. My computer has decided to delete all the names, the numbers off. It's got a wee habit of doing this. Right, I'll just be a wee second, sorry folks. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Don't know why it does this, but it just sometimes resets. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, and shuffle. There we go. Okay. Right, so we're going to start down at the bottom of the main event. Oops, lost the feed. Let me just come back in here. There we go. Right. And that is us. Okay. Oops. Right, so bottom of the main event. Paige Amy, 80, 64, 83. And in the final round,
76.
a 76 in the final round. I just need to change that. It's going to slow it all down. I want to turn off, animate. There we go. Okay, and next up we've got Danny Whizbang, 82, 63, 82.
75.
And a 75, 3 over par in the final round for 14 over par. Hey Jamie finished on 15 over. Next is Down the Bunker, 63, 81, 82.
67.
And a 67, 5 under par in the last round and finishes at 5 over par for the tournament. Bomber Brem is next, 79, 66, 81.
74.
And a 74, 2 over par in the final round, finishes at 12 over par. Popeye is next, 69, 72, 83.
63.
One pulls it out in the final round, 9 under par, 63, and moves to 1 under par for the tournament. Next up is KJL, third time lucky, 70, 71, and in a disastrous 83 yesterday. Oh no!
83.
And a disastrous 83 today as well. Drops down to 19 over par. Cameronian is next. 74, 67, 83. He called himself a 63 earlier. Oh,
76.
the putter's obviously gone cold again. Cammy, 4 over par. Finishes at 12 over par for the tournament. The return of the bogey woman is next. 71, 74, 79.
71.
And a 71 in round number 4 and finishes at 7 over par. Alexander Cargill, 63, 78, 82.
72.
And a level par, 72 to finish on 7 over par. Billy Ray is next, 70, 71 and 82.
68.
And a pretty solid 4 under par, 68 in the final round to finish at 3 over par for the tournament. Craig Peach is next, 69, 76, 77. And in round number 4, Craig,
79.
79 again, 7 over par, Craig. 13 over par for the tournament. It's not been your week. Scott Batchelor is next, 64, 81, 76.
69.
And a 3 under par, 69, signs off at 2 over par for the tournament. Big G's Owls, wah wah wah, is next. 82, 63, 76. Oh no,
82.
10 over par in the final round, drops back to 15 over for the tournament. Wee Greasy is next, 64, 74, 82.
78.
And a 78, 6 over par. That'll be all that real golf you've been having over the last few days there, Lynn. Next up is Anti-Stan, 75, 70, 75.
69.
69, 3 under par in the final round and finishes at 1 over par for the tournament. Bobster 147, 66, 73 and 80. Needs something low, but
78.
doesn't get it. 6 over par and finishes at 9 over for the tournament. Mike the Pest is next, 76, 65 and 77.
79.
And a 79 in the final round, 7 over, and finishes at 9 over par for the tournament. Big Billy is next, 68, 69, and in a disastrous 80 yesterday.
67.
Recovers well today with a solid 67, 5 under par and 4 under for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Gunners Golfer is next, 63, 76, 78. It's gotten worse each day.
74.
Recovers slightly but still 2 over par and finishes at 3 over for the tournament. Gav 123 is next, 68, 75, 74. Oh
80.
no, and an 8 over par, 80 in the final round, drops back to 9 over for the tournament. Gaza Muff, 78, 67, 72.
76.
And a 76, 4 over par in the final round to finish at 5 over. Next we've got Tiger McDonald, 70, 68 and 78.
72.
And signs off with a level par, 72, and finishes at level par. Brodie Bagilvary is next, 76, 64, 76.
80.
And finishes with an 88 over par and 8 over for the tournament. Ball Hunter is next, 80, 64 and 72.
67.
And a cracking 5 under par, 67 in the final round to finish at 5 under par. And I think that is the new leader in the clubhouse. Saul Kennedy is next, 63, 75, 77.
68.
And a 4 under par, 68 to finish at 5 under par. Next up we've got Gaza, 63, 78 and 74.
74.
And signs off with a 2 over 74 and 1 over par for the tournament. Joseph Hobrecht is next, 72, 69, 74. Can he have something low?
72.
A level par, 72 in the final round to finish at 1 under par. Mary Ford is next, 67, 75, 73. Oh no,
83.
an 83, highest score of the day, but at least in a draw for a sleeve of Pro V1s. Again, I'm on the water. It's been a busy day setting up and an early morning ahead tomorrow, so it's water time. Red on 73, 72, 70, 73. Final round. Oh, look
64.
at that. 8 under par, 64 in the last round, moves to 9 under par for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Jock from Meagle, 75, 68 and 72.
67.
67 in the final round. The scoring's getting better now, 6 under par for the tournament. Next up we've got Sir Topalot returns, 70, 74, 71.
71.
And another 71, 1 under par today, finishes at 2 under par. And that birdie will be made with one of these 2 new Vokey wedges that he's just picked up from Noah's Ark Order and Collect Service. Next up we've got St Gazing, 1884, 77, 68 and 70.
67.
And a 67 final round, 5 under par, and finishes at 6 under for the tournament. Thomas, unfortunately, you know what? I was dying for a beer, but it's been a long, long day and an early one tomorrow, so sadly it is water. It is a poor show, I know, but hey. Next up we've got Ronald Lambie, 78, 67 and 70. Final round.
78.
78 again, 6 over par, and finishes at 5 over for the tournament. Next up we've got Rice or Noodle, 65, 68 then an 81.
79.
Ooh, finished with a 7 over 79 and finishes at 5 over par for the tournament. David McKenzie is next, 69, 67 and 78.
73.
Finishes with a 1 over par, 73, and finishes at 1 under for the tournament. Cooper Starr is next, 66, 77, 71. Oh, look at that.
63.
63, 9 under par, lowest score of the day, 11 under par for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up is Andy Mack, 80, 64 and 70.
74.
Finishes with a 2 over par, 74, and at level par for the tournament. Awkward but effective. Great start with a 64, then went 71 and 77. Let's see what he can do in round number 4.
63.
63, 9 under par. What a score for Awkward but effective. 13 under par, and the new leader in the clubhouse. My Ling number 2 is up next, 72, 71 and 69.
66.
And a cracking 66, clickety click, 10 under par to finish the tournament. Willie Boy 22 is next, 70, 63 and 78.
66.
Signs off with a 6 under 66 also for 11 under par. Next is Stuart Webster, 72, 64 and 75. Oh, Stuart,
81.
disaster, 81, 9 over par. And finishes at 4 under, so I'm just laughing. Thanks, Annette, lightweight, yeah, exactly. I feel it actually tonight. 65, 77, 70, 69. This is for Dave Crine. 65, 77, 69.
74.
And a 74, 2 over par, and finishes at 3 under for the tournament. Okay, we're at 45th place now. We've got the Craw, 65, 76 and 69.
70.
And signs off with a 2 under par 70 for 8 under par. Next up we've got Freddie 4-putt, 67, 75, 68. Oh no!
83.
83, 11 over par, disaster, and finishes at 5 over par for the tournament. Freddie was certainly 4-putting today. Andy Pandy is next, 64, 79, 67. Oh,
73.
just misses out on the 63, but instead it's 73, 1 over par, and finishes at 5 under par for the tournament. Jai T. Poulter is next, 66, 70, 73,
76.
and a fairly mediocre 4 over par 76 finishes at 3 under par for the tournament. Gary Sivright is next, 72, 64, 73,
79.
and signs off with a 7 over par 79 and finishes at level par. Gilly Warden is next, 65, 76, 68, and another 4 under par 68 and 11 under par finish. Bomber Brem is next, 72, 71 and 66. And finishes
72.
with a level par 72 and finishes at 7 under par for the tournament. Derek Gilzine, 78, 65, 66.
67.
And a 67, 5 under par in the final round and moves to 12 under par for the tournament. I think that's 1 behind the lead. Next up we've got Dickens Sider, 71, 73, 65.
65.
Oh, and another 65 narrowly avoids an 83, shoots 65, 7 under par, moves to 14 under par and is the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up is Alistair M. Barton, 63, 76 and 69.
74.
Finishes with a 2 over par, 74 and 6 under par for the tournament. Oscar Bravo is next, 67, 67, 73.
70.
And a 2 under par, 70 to finish at 11 under par for the tournament. Next up is 4 left and right, 72, 68, 67.
83.
Oh, disaster, 11 over par and finishes at 2 over par for the tournament. Yogi is next, 72, 64 and 70.
68.
And a 4 under par, 68 for 14 under par and joint leader in the clubhouse. Next up we have got Trump on the tee, 72, 66, 68. Oh, and a fantastic 67, 5 under par, 15 under par for the tournament and the new leader in the clubhouse. Eden Gillette is next, 66, 74, 66.
69.
And a nice little 69 to finish for 13 under par and lying, I'm not sure, about 4th, 5th, somewhere about there just now. They're in the top 30 now. Shooter McGavin is up next, 65, 64 and then a 76. Round number 4.
74.
2 over par, 74 drops back down to 9 under par for the tournament. Hannah McMeekin is next, 64, 70 and 71. Final round. Whoa, Hannah, 65, 7 under par, 18 under par for the tournament and the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up we've got Bob COVID the 19th, 72, 64 and 69. Backs it
68.
with a 4 under par, 68 and 15 under par. I think that's tied second. The Sidey Man Can't is next. 70, 68 and 67. Oh.
76.
Oh, ultimately the Sidey Man Can't. 4 over par today and 7 under for the tournament. C.I. Mac is next. 72, 68, 65. Oh, and a fantastic 64, 8 under par today, 19 under for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up, we've got Scotty Boy Kenny, 63, 78 and 64.
72.
72 level par and 11 under for the tournament. Claire, phone died. See, that's not good planning. Now, Claire, you were a yogi, weren't you? You were 68 today, Claire. 4 under par and 14 under for the tournament. Next up, we've got Gary Malcolm. Gary was 68, 65 and 71. And signed
65.
off with a 7 under par, 65, 19 under, and the joint leader in the clubhouse. Next up, we've got Claire Fairway, 65, 69 and 70.
66.
Oh, the 66 narrowly avoids the 83, and that moves Claire to 18 under par and 1 shot behind leader. I think that's in 3rd place at the moment. The Chunky Chipper is next, 69, 67 and 68. Ooh,
79.
and must have chunked a few chips today, 7 over par, and drops back to 5 under par for the tournament. 21 to go, on the beach again, 65, 75 and 64.
72.
And a level par, 72 in the final round, and 12 under par for the tournament. Next up, we've got Gogs C, 63, 78, 63, and in the final round,
72.
a level par, 72, and stays at 12 under par. Maka 78 is now getting into the nervy territory, top 20. Maka 78, remember some massive prizes up for grabs here. 66, 66, and 71.
80.
Oh, nightmare. 80 blows, 8 over par, and drops back to 5 under for the tournament. Tigger flies, 72, 67, 64. Let's see if the Tigger is flying today. Oh no!
83.
Oh no! 83, blew it. 11 over par. Look either side, 66 and 65, and there's a 63 up there. 83 and drops right back to 2 under par for Tigger Flies, but it's in the chance of a sleeve of Pro V1s for the worst score of the day. Neil McShank is next, 76, 64, 63. Neil McShank, oh no,
78.
78, 6 over par and 7 under for the tournament. Rusty is up next, 70, 63 and 69. Oh, Rusty.
77.
Rusty, that's all this golf you've been getting on the real golf course. It's obviously tired you out. 5 over today, 9 over for the tournament. Okay, we're in the top 15 now. Okay, we are at the non-golfer. 66, 70 and 66. And round number 4.
76.
Oh, the computer said 76. So nearly a 64, but it's 76 and drops back to 10 under par for the tournament. Mark Rose is next, 67, 69, 66, and in round number 4, oh,
83.
Mark, 83, disaster, 11 over par, drops back to 3 under for the tournament. Ryan is next, 69, 67, 65. Oh,
74.
no. And a 74, 2 over par and 13 under for the tournament. Scott Fenton up next, 64, 66 and 70. And the final round,
76.
oh, 76, Scott, 4 over par. drops you back to 12 under. We need some low scores here. We are into the last 11. Bobby Burns, 70, 63 and 67. Let's see what comes next. Oh, another 67. 5 under par, 21 under for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Next up, it's Nolan Mellon, 65, 71, 64, and a final round. Oh,
72.
level par, 72 for Nolan, and stays at 16 under. Okay, top 10, we're inside now. We've got Pavel Zajaca next, 65, 69 and 65. Come on, Pavel, let's see what you can do. Oh, a 64, 8 under par. The second lowest score of the day, 25 under par for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. That's going to be tough to beat. Okay, next up we have got Mike Rochburns. Mike Burns, 70, 65 and 64. Oh, and drops
76.
back 4 over par, 76, and drops back to 13 under for the tournament. Last 7 players now. Nervy time. Okay, we've got David Bracken up next. 67, 69 and a 63. And in round number 4, oh, disaster. 83, worst score of the day, 11 over par, and drops back to 6 under for the tournament. Gellatley Max is next, 70, 66 and 63. Final round. Oh,
76.
76, 4 over par, drops back to 13 under. Okay, last 5 players now. John Boy is up next, 71, 63 and a 64. Final round. Oh,
64.
another 64 for John Boy. Moves to 26 under par. Just jumps ahead of Powell at 26 under. And the new leader in the clubhouse. 4 players to go. Bag of spanners. Our top 2 leaders. He was 63 and 63 the first 2 days. Then a 71 yesterday. 63, 63, 71, and the final round.
70.
A 72 under par and finishes at 21 under par. Okay, next up we have got Dino. 65, 65 and 67. Oh, disaster!
83.
I've never seen this many 83s from the leaders. 11 over par today and drops back to 8 under for the tournament. Last 2 players, we've got Menace 7, 67, 67 and 63. Let's see, final round. Oh, look at that, 63 in the final round for the second place player. Menace 7, 9 under par, 28 under par for the tournament, and the new leader in the clubhouse. Only 1 player left, TJM. You're going to have to pull it out the bag here. 64, 64 and 68. TJM, last player of the last virtual event for quite a while. The last spin of the wheel. Let's see what you can do. Oh,
74.
74, 2 over par, and drops back to 18 over par for the tournament. Right, we need to do a little bit of shuffling here. Let's just see what happens when I do this. Data, sort, column, H, low to high. And let's have a look at this leaderboard. Have we got some playoffs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we've got a tie. Wow, right, okay, we've got a couple of ties to do. Okay, so let me bring this up on this machine here. Main event. So we have 9 prizes up for grabs in the main event. Let me just grab my paperwork. Okay, So our winner, our winner is Menace7 at 28 under par. Wins a tailor-made sim driver worth £399. Next, we have in second place, we have got John Boy at 26 under par. Wins an Odyssey Stroke Lab putter. Fantastic prize, a £200 putter. In third place, we've got Pavel Dryarcha at 25 under par. Wins a Vokey SM8 wedge. It's the very, very latest Vokey wedge. It's only just come out. Now in fourth place, we've got a tie. We've got Bag of Spanners and we've got Bobby Burns. So they're going to have a little playoff. And this is for fourth place is a Garmin S10 GPS watch, and fifth place is a pair of Skechers Elite V4 golf shoes. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a little playoff here. So we're going to take Bag of Spanners and Bobby Burns. We're going to put you into our random wheel over here. When it eventually loads, if it eventually loads, come on. Right, we'll pop you into this one. Looks like it's having a wobbly again, but let's put you into here. So Bag of Spanners and Bobby Burns. So the first name out, okay, so the name that comes up here is going to win the Vokey SM8, the Garmin watch, and then the other person is going to win the shoes. So the name that comes out is for a Garmin S10 watch. The winner is
Bag of Spanners.
Bag of Spanners. Well done, Brian. Bag of Spanners and Bobby Burns wins a pair of Skechers Elite V4 shoes. A cracking prize there. Also, it's a £100 pair of golf shoes. Okay, we then have a tie also for sixth place, or sixth and seventh place. We've got Gary Malcolm and C.I. Mac. So this is for an Under Armour sort of jumper, sort of quarter zip jumper, and an Under Armour polo shirt. So again, we're going to put both your names into the wheel. Okay, so again, the first name out is going to win the Under Armour jumper, and the other player is going to win the polo shirt. So again, let's have a little spin of the wheel to see who wins.
Gary Malcolm.
Gary Malcolm, well done, Gary. And also well done to C.I. Mac, who win an Under Armour polo shirt there. Okay, now, we now have in eighth place, so we have 3 players here, so only 2 of you are going to get prize. One is going to win a TaylorMade cap, one is going to win a sleeve of Pro V1s, and one is going to win Hee-Haw. Okay, so we have got TJM, Claire Fairway, and Hannah McMeekin. So what I'm going to do is put them into the wheel, and I am just going to do a little setting. Remove the winner after. Okay, so what's going to happen here? So the first name out is going to win a TaylorMade cap. The second name out is going to win a sleeve of Pro V1s. So let's go. This for the TaylorMade cap.
Hannah McMeekin.
So Hannah wins the hat. Hannah has now disappeared from the draw. And the last one here is for a sleeve of Pro V1s, TJM and Claire Fairway.
Claire.
Oh, and it's
Fairway.
Claire Fairway. TJM unfortunately had been leading the tournament and has just dropped right out of the prizes, unfortunately. Okay, now what I need to do is we need to do our lowest scores of the day and our highest scores of the day. So I just need to do a little sort again here. Right, so let's just get the lowest by column F. Data sort column F, low to high. Okay, so we're going to go lowest score. Look at that in the main event. Oh no, there was 463s. Right, so let's get, there we go. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 players here. Are going to go into this wheel here. and we then need to go to the Constellation Cup, and I just need to resort that also, and resort you by column F, low to high. There we go, and there's 3 players here with 63s, which is Ratbag, Seven Miguel Alathabal, and Mike C. So let's pop you into the wheel also. Okay, so this is for a sleeve of Pro V1s for the lowest score of the day.
Seve Miguel Olazabal.
Sevi Miguel Olatabal. Sevi Miguel, well done. Sleeve of Pro V1s on a £12 voucher you can also have. Highest score of the day now. So we're going to get the 83s out. So we've got 3 here, Ronnie Range Manager, James Sivrite and Del Boy. Let's take you here. And let's then go to the main event, down to the bottom. And we've got 83, oh we've got a few here. There we go, let's copy all these names in also. Okay, now let's have a little spin for the highest score of the day.
Mary Ford.
Is Mary Ford. Well done, Mary. Well done for having the highest score of the day. Mary Ford is high. Okay, now we are going to do our nearest the pin and longest drive. Now I think my wheels may have just had a wobbly. At least no, that one's okay. Honestly. Right, so I need to get all of your names in again because it's decided to delete them all out. So main event and all the names from the Constellation Cup. Now again, what we've always said with these draws here, control C, and then okay, right, so nearest spin, longest drives. These are open to everyone, and then we've got 3 random prizes at the end that we won't include the main winners in. But these ones, the nearest spin, longest drive, do. This is open to everyone. So, longest drive first.
Gary Seabright.
Gary Seabright is long drive. Okay, Gary, let's see how long you hit it. That's nearest pin. This computer is. Okay, so again, sorry, it's deleted the thing out. So 320 yards is a £50 voucher. 300 yards is a £40 voucher. 290 yards is a £30 voucher, and 280 yards is a £20 voucher. Okay, so Gary, let's have a little spin to see how far you hit it. Oh,
320 yards, £50 voucher.
Voucher for Gary. Well done, Gary. £50 voucher there. Oh, 300, sorry. No, that's right. It's 320. No, it was. It was set to delete out. Well done, £50. And then we are going to go to our nearest the pin. So nearest the pin, let's have a spin again. So everyone's in this one here.
Bob Covid the 19th.
Bob Covid the 19th is nearest. Bob COVID-19. Right. Okay, Bob, let's see how close you hit it. So, Hall 1's £50 voucher, 1 foot's £40 voucher, 2 feet £30 voucher, and 3 feet is a £20 voucher. Bob, COVID the 19th, let's see what you win. Oh!
Hole in one £50 voucher.
Another £50 voucher. I'm getting whacked here for a £50 vouchers. Well done. Okay, 3 final prizes left. And these are just additional random prizes. And what we'll do is we'll everyone's in this other than anyone who wins one of the main prizes. If you just want a sleeve of, a sleeve of Pro V1s, then I'll let you win this. Anything bigger than that, then I think it's fair just to let everyone else have a go. So what we've got is there's a ping cap, and then we've got 2 separate dozens of, it's the TaylorMade brand, it's a new TaylorMade soft response golf ball, okay? So what we're going to do with that one is, I want a new wheel. If I can just take this one because I don't need it anymore. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ping, cap, we're going to go TM, soft, response, and again TM, soft, response. Okay, I need to go into, that's it, I want that, I want that, allowed to put it on wheel. Okay, right, so we are going to go back into the main list of names again, and we're going to have a spin.
KJ.
And we've got KJ. Okay, now KJ, we are going to take a spin to see what you win. So if we come over here, so it's either a pin cap or a dozen TaylorMade soft response golf balls. So let's have a little spin, see what you win.
Trademark soft response.
Trademark, right, it's actually TaylorMade, but anyway. So TM soft response. Okay, and that prize has now disappeared from the list. So if we go back to our names again, let's have another spin.
Mailing.
My Ling. Well done, My Ling. Let's see what you are going to win. So if we take you up to here, so it's either going to be a pin cap or TaylorMade soft response golf balls.
Trademark soft response.
So again, TaylorMade soft response dozen golf balls. Well done, My Ling. So we'll not have to spin this for the last person, but we know that there's a pin cap, it's a red pin cap, it's quite a nice one actually. And final prize, let's have a spin, let's see who wins.
Athol Davidson.
Athol Davidson. Well done, Athol. Pin cap. Okay, and I think that is us all done. So everybody, I say thank you all very much. I hope you've all enjoyed taking part in these virtual golf tournaments. I'm going to have a bit of a break now from these, that we're opening the doors back for the driving range at Noah's Ark tomorrow, and we've opened the golf courses well everywhere, but where I'm involved at North Inch and at Pitlochry on Friday, so it's now just getting really busy. But I say a massive thank you to everyone this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's a bit of engagement for everyone when this has been a very strange time for everyone. On a commercial side, we obviously had to close our business down, didn't have any sales at all, and as you're all aware, the prizes for this tournament are all out of our shops. Effectively, all of your guys' entry money, yes, we're giving it all back in prizes, but it's generated some sales for us at a time when we've not been able to generate anything at all. So massive thank you from me. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you are up this way, please pop in and see us all soon. I say at the driving range. Hope you're going to get out and get a game of golf and try and get some kind of normality back to things. It has been a very strange time. So once again, thank you all very much. Thanks guys, and I shall see you all very soon. Thanks again. I'll maybe have a virtual Open Championship in July. I think I'll maybe pull one out for that. Okay, thanks guys.